back inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Chicago Bears. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Second and 10, it's Trubisky again. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
So we have to remember this offensive unit, they've been off for the last 2 weeks, had an open week, and so it might take them a little while to get back into rhythm. I know they worked hard to try and get past that in practice, but practice isn't game speed.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Green 39! Green 39!
And that'll set them back 5. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Deep for the Rams, Tavon Austin. And he gets it away, and it's a laser. Headed for the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And tough starting field position here. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Gurley again here on 1st down. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Now gone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jarrell Freeman. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Green 39! Green 39!
They go with Howard again. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Here we go now. Here we go.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams getting set to go now. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game. But when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Yeah, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he's got some space here. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Flushed out right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
No, check. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
No, check. Patriot, here we go.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Well, they've gone backwards so far in this series, 3rd and 13.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom, line it.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Flush to his right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8.
Watch that in. Watch that in. Got it right. Got it right. Here we go. 120.
On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now Goff. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Rams have tied the game with the extra point to come. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And he's able to put it through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now a stoppage, and oh boy, we've got Trubisky shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So certainly not what they were hoping for, especially on the road. Their starter forced to the locker room, and they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Now he'll escape to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Webster. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning them into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 3rd. Gone. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And he'll take the Down inside the 20. 1 minute 53 ticks left to go in this first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This is Howard on second down. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
The Bears on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. They'll set up to throw. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. On first and goal, Howard. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
They'll drop to throw. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They'll throw now on the final play. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. John Johnson with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Again they run with Gurley. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. A first throw for the backup Griffin. And got a man. It's Woods. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a handoff for Gurley. Room here to run. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big run there by Gurley. 54 yards on the ground. And now a first down following that long gain. They come out here in the eye. On 1st and goal, Gurley. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd down and 12. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. To throw is RG3. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Griffin. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bears take over. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And some room to roam now. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Chicago! Jordan Howard with his 16th touchdown of the year. And now the Bears are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it. But, listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I go ahead and punt the football myself.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time to make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
A give to Howard. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. On first, they go right back to Howard. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Bears on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And he motions the wide receiver. On play action, they'll throw. Being chased out left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Pushes him over. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Gun. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Ryan Switzer, the one he was looking for, and it's third down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he fends him off. Oh, fighting off the defender. Now he's forced out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be fourth down. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kayvon Webster. And now look at him go. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, LA. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. Again, it's Howard. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. T.Y. McGill in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Aaron Donald. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. So second and goal here from the 9. Another try on second down with Gurley. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
He's got his man on the crossing route. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Watching that, Barney. Over. Gun. Check.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Oh, he bowls over him. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Mark Barron. The 30, 10, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that